So, hello Calaminians. It's already February 1. Diba? Pag-post na to, it's February 1. But this was taken around 2 weeks ago. On our trip going to Alegria, on this leg of the trip, we are taking you from this is Gaisano here in Moalboal. And this leg will be I'll be showing you um, how Moalboal and Badian looked like 2 weeks ago. Badian and Moalboal are two of the top tourist towns in Cebu. But Moalboal is known for the beaches, snorkeling, diving. There's Pescador Island over the Tanyon Strait. You can even watch the sardine run just in the bus diot or in the yeah just close to the shore in this town. This town's really famous for diving. Yeah, but there's also the beach. They have a white beach as well. So a lot of people come here during the summer, but actually all year round. There are really nice resort here. Nice resorts. For example, there's Club Serena. We've stayed there. Very beautiful resort. We also have several Halimana as well, and several smaller resorts focusing on the divers, so dive shops. They train you, basic, scuba lessons. So you know um, it's an industry here. Look at those trees. So it's really, the livelihood of a lot of people revolve around tourism. There's also, of course, if there are good resort, there are good beaches. There are also a lot of places to eat, especially near the beach area, and they even have a popular burger place here, the Chef Marquin's Burger. Gonna um, it's one. It's really a nice town for the summer. And I'm pretty sure if you've been a tourist to Cebu, I think some of you have been to this town called Moalboal. And the next town we're gonna feature is Badian, which is known for the waterfalls called Kawasan. It's like the most popular waterfalls in Cebu. They even, offered in the recent years, they offered canyoneering. But before, people just go there to the falls, take pictures, take a dip at they're like very good, very refreshing waters there, and the pool's really, I mean, like it's like very good, cool, nice colors, and then the water, there's quite uh, a nice waterfalls that you can even go under. So yeah, and of course, for those more adventurous type, they have canyoneering, or you can jump off cliffs to dive in the river, to dive on the um, very cold fresh water um, nearby. Pero mao na ang lisod dali because it's also the mountains were also affected, and the rivers. So these two towns are, two of the most popular towns when it comes to road trips out of town. So manang kwan, so I guess a lot of people who've been to the southwestern part of Cebu most likely have visited these towns. So on this drive, gonna show you how it looked like. They've been affected as well. um, Here, this is a lucky place. The coconuts are still standing up, but in the mountains there's so many coconut trees that fell. And also the beach, the one living by the coast, were also affected. A lot of houses are affected, but this is not really by the shore, but you can see also still uh, this is what really is supposedly a very beautiful town. So, mana lingaw kita ni dire. But you know, life is moving on naman sad. So the roads are clear in this area. At least there's no really major damage among the roads, unlike what I've shown you sa Alegria, where you know, oh, we're welcome, thank you, come again. So welcome to Badian. This is now Badian, by the way. So yes, Badian. We're going. Oh, Badian na. So we're going to Kawasan area. This trip will end up, by the way, um, you know, near Kwan. Oh, yeah, sa in Kawasan area, and there was like a heavy traffic at the end of this trip because um, there were still repairs, and it was the Manila linemen, Manila from Mayor Isko Moreno, the linemen volunteers from Manila were there. You'll see it later. The volunteers from Manila, they were fixing some a barangay hall, some electric posts. You will see it later. And but for now, I think it would be better that we can have chill music while we travel here in Badian. Um, and eventually, I hope someday also, we wanna support these towns. We wanna come back here and enjoy once again their tourist attractions. Hopefully, yes, let's the nature will recover. I think nature, you know, dali na mo recover the trees, the houses. Look at those houses that were really destroyed. Pero mana, someday we will be back here. Hopefully in a better time. Hopefully this at that time we can check out once again the beautiful um, waterfalls and beaches in the area. Oh, by the way, Badian also had a has a, one has resorts as well by the beach. We stayed before in Lambog Beach, so not too commercialized, but we love the sand there, and then we love the. It's like you own the beach, and very and beautiful sand as well. So yeah, this town is. When I miss this town, I have memories as well in this town. So yeah, we're hoping that someday it will be back to normal. That there will be some aid here. People will help once again, on the recovery. So this, towns are super reliant to tourism. So they're super affected. They're really affected. Um, Not only due to Typhoon Odette, but due to the pandemic. The pandemic hit tourist towns hard, and Badian and Moalboal are no exception. Really compared before, but they're teeming with foreigners who love to snorkel, who love to see, because Moalboal is one of the really best snorkeling places in the Philippines. So, Mana, with the absence of tourists, I guess people are really adjusting. But if you're running these towns, the income's really different. The livelihood of people um, has changed. But hopefully, yes, when things are being relaxed now, the new policies that the government has that will be implementing, we will probably, slowly but surely, tourists will come back. But hopefully, maghapon we have to really find, a way for people to, snorkel or splash or you know, go to a falls safely or enjoy, nature safely. Vaccination, I think it's in full blast. So, kuha lang na, I think the government, really push on the vaccination. There'll be vaccination for 5 to 11-year-old kids. But also, kuha lang yun, hopefully the government will also really upgrade um, medical facilities, just in case something happens. There'll be cases. There'll be there should be hospitals in the area that can cater, that can take care, of locals or tourists who could get COVID. So why not? It's always gonna be a possibility, but the best way is not. We're not gonna say don't come here, but we just have to have facilities to um, you know, handle cases. Safe facilities, safe quarantine facilities, hospitals that can really cure, that can manage the virus, manage the disease. So, wala. I think that's the best solution moving forward. We can't just say let's just close the whole time, and then these towns are relying on tourists, relying on on especially Cebu. We have so many tourist attractions. The tourism is a big part. We have a lot of resorts that are employing a lot of people, but it's not just resorts. You have restaurants. You have entertainers are part of the tourism industry. So even taxi drivers and van operators can really um, benefit if tourists are allowed to come back once again. So it's not just resorts, not just the people in Kawasan. There's so many. You go to Kawasan, you ride a van, you rent a van, so rent a cars, or you ride a taxi, you ride a bus, you ride a habal-habal. That's or you rent a motorcycle. Yeah, there's so many many things, many people who got affected, and I'm hoping, yes, since we're opening it up, hopefully, yeah, slowly but surely they can also recoup some of the losses that's that or the loss of income, I would say, diba? So everyone got affected, but yeah, hopefully we are always hopeful na lang. Since it's the new year, by the way, for our friends, Chinese friends. It's a lunar new year. It's a year of the tiger. So hopefully we can be more like a tiger this year, more feisty. We don't give up. We're strong. We're fierce, and we're a formidable. We should be formidable, and it's hopefully, yes, this year would be better than the past 2 years. And I guess, yes, there will be challenges, but we have to accept that we can't prevent COVID anymore. It's there. It's endemic. Um, there are ways to mitigate it, like vaccination, like social distancing, washing hands. Yeah, of course there will be changes in how we are as a tourist. If we can be a tourist, and even local tourists, or even if soon we will cross to different islands, it's gonna be different. Also, there will be new set of rules on how to be a responsible tourist. Um, how to really be able to enjoy without risking yourself too much, or exposing yourself too much, or exposing others to the virus. So wala, wala. Yes, we know already who, like, wala. Hopefully ka mo vaccinated na mo, or even boosted. Yeah, best the boost pa mo. And also, yeah, never kuan lang. You know, it's gonna be different. It's not like the time before. You go to a bar, you just talk to strangers. It's kuan. It's maybe you're gonna talk with mask on. So that's a that's a major difference, a big difference on what's gonna happen. But we'll see, we'll see. And I'm really looking forward to enjoy going to the beach this summer, going somewhere, showing you different places, more places.
Lain-lain na mga
Sometimes a lot of you might be bored gani
orphanage,
seeing the same places in Cebu City,
orphanage
especially. You say,
children,
oh, is
diri
there
dagkong
another street?
pananghid.
Is there
Yan nami sa
another?
magtinaw
And
nga
yeah, we
eskwaan
probably covered
mag
most of the major streets in Cebu.
star
Probably, yeah, soon
mag-make mga
we're
tents,
crossing to
camping yun.
Mactan so that at least we can see what's up in Lapu-Lapu City.
Libre o one
But
week
yeah,
kaon
we
lang
don't
yun
have
na
an
taong
opportunity
bitaw
yet. I
mag
just can't
anak
go to Mactan for without any reason. so so about that. Um, while we're watching these roads, yeah, there's so many uninhabited places still here, which is so nice. There is a Badian, so a lot of greens, the cover. So there's a lot of places. The oh, I remember before. Yeah, I had a I drive here. When we go out of town, and then yes, although we don't go out at night anymore, because you see, imagine if it's a night time already, it would be probably be really dark, or there's nothing much to do. That's why I really enjoyed staying at Lambog Beach, because there you rent a house, you can cook your own food, you just buy food in the market, buy fish, or bring marinated meat or hot dog or something. They have a ref as well. So I remember really years back that we really had a great time there at Lambog Beach. I don't know if they still do that today, but I think it's still the same. So money, we're there coastal. Yeah, there. See, you can see the coastal areas here. It's really difficult. The houses are really affected in in these parts. So mana ang kuan lang nato na, yeah, why not, don't build a house that's really on the beach. Like yeah, you can have a house near the beach, but you have to respect those easements, and you have to put allowance. Like you have to be around 20 meters away from the beach, because um, storms are really what the climate. I guess climate change is real. I would probably say, and you have to. And if it's true that in years, in a few decades from now, that sea levels will rise, then there's no reason why you should build a house close to the shore, or to, diba? Or on the beach side na, so it's like house built on sand. So ayun na, why not? Although man yung mga dato. But yeah, there's so many houses still by the by the what by the coastline. But ana, I think the the LGUs, the town mayors are trying hard as well to convince people to really um, to to move away, or if ever there are coming typhoon, to evacuate, to just move. Don't stay at your house because there's risk. Pero muna, um, once again, we want to thank the people who are helping Cebu, who has helped Cebu, because really nakwan. The media will just show you the damage, during or after 2 days, after 3 days, but after a week, it's gonna be, oh, look at those houses. After a week, it's gonna be a different news na. So dapat kuan lang na, because um we don't know. I mean, a lot of us don't know probably. Mo nang we think that lives people have moved on, and then maybe people are okay, but even 1 month later, I think there's still a lot of people wasn't rebuild their
Mm.
houses.
Totino.
So the traffic that's Kawasan.
Mm.
This is the bridge. This is
Sabi
river
ni
is
Direte rin.
connected to Kawasan
Yan,
Falls.
kami, kawasan.
We just had um, a traffic jam here because there was a repair.
Kani diri nga pa.
Somebody's we will
Stop na
see it
sir.
in a bit. Someone's repairing the lines. But yeah, this is like the tail end of our trip, and I really thank you for
Mm.
joining me. If you're listening, probably listening to me, uh, listening to my, it might be nonsense, galit to you, but hopefully, I'm thankful still. You're still here. There, you can see the linemen. Those are from Manila, by the way. Thank you, Manileños. Thank you, Mayor Isko Moreno. Magoso there. They're from Manila. See, lungsod ng Maynila. So, mga
Bilis kilos.
Operation
Isko
Tabang.
Moreno. Domagos.
Isko Moreno Dumagoso. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Mga, yeah, I've seen your work, and I think, yeah, by coming here to Cebu, it means a lot. Juan, some of you have stayed, for almost a month. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for joining me on this trip. I hope to see you na sa tomorrow pohon o sa ato mga future road trips and food trips. Thank
Tumaon sa ko
you.
kami.
Bye bye bye.